Hello, Mother Shackers, and happy Yuletide mortals. It is I, your host Jam, and welcome to the 6th broadcast of Weekly Digital News. Yes, indeed, you're saying it correct. We are open even on holidays because my spirit animal is Ebenezer Scrooge, and holidays to me are for work, and work I shall. Because this week has finally seen some new events happen. First of all, official lore. Xavier has drip-fed us some in-game history details. The war that has spanned the world of Digital Night has been going on for, quote, very long. No specifics on how long though, yet. The sovereign Maxilon, or just Maxilon, one of the countries taking part in the war, has this complex system of government where civil government and military rule are two different things, sort of two governments in one place. Sovereign, or simply Sov, also can be referred to in similar way feds or army is used IRL. We have gotten some cultural. We have also gotten some cultural You've also gotten some lore about the culture of the world as well, which only makes me think of Maxwell the cat. In IRL news, Kickstarter survey has been finally sent out. Also, we have gotten another day log, which is more of a week log at this point, talking about how death of Vince Appella impacted Xavier, which, if you like me and you know who this guy is, apparently he's one of the main guys who made Medal of Honor, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 2 Modern Warfare again, Battlefield 2042, Apex Legends, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Battlefield 6. So the guy was kinda big deal. In less depressing news, there were some community developments. 99th and Coalition of Steel have gotten new logos, and Saint 16 blew up Dent Dealer's Jelly Bean Factory. I haven't heard of any other news. If there were, I am sorry, but I cannot be in every place, everywhere, all at once, you know? Don't blame me, blame my business associates. In this week's speedrun news, we have some exciting stuff to cover. First of all, now we have the official speedrun.com page, which the negative timespans of the alpha are absolutely bugging out the side. Wow! And in the race for the first place, my dyslexia's biggest enemy, this fella, has taken over the first place twice. First time on 19th and second time on 23rd, with minus 53.25 on the leaderboard and minus 53.44 on speedrun.com, respectively, surpassing our previous champion, Little Cat King. Speedrun Spot is sponsored by 217 VET Test Ground and possible thanks to Entity, who's the keeper of the leaderboard. Now let us say thank you to the ones that make WDN possible. 12 Oscars are a neutral faction, often sided with medics and support factions. Their goal is to make more Oscars. As many Oscars, convert every living thing into an Oscar. Once their goal is achieved, there will be eternal peace. If you wish to become one with the Oscar conglomerate, join today and become an Oscar. Now with chickpea vegan pie. We'd like to show our appreciation to all of our newer sponsors, 666 Fuel Burner Company. We are specialized close-quarter bunker clearing shock troops, mostly using shotguns and flamethrowers. Our uniforms consist mostly of dark reds and greys with accents of gold. And our control and burn doctrine mandates us to medically assist non-combatants regardless of faction. As always, my deepest thanks to Knight's Order, a division forgotten by time, buried beneath layers of mystery, locked behind a multitude of riddles. If you enjoy puzzles, secrets, and ARGs, this is a faction just for you. And lastly, by popular demand, if you wish to contribute to WDN in a more tangible way, You can do it now, for I have finally and officially opened my Ko-Fi account. So if you wish to contribute a little bit, you can do it now. Buy me a trinket or maybe some super credits. Either way, you get a 100% gem guarantee that your money will be spent on video games and drugs. Legally, this is a joke. This week on the Art Annex, we have lots of brilliant art. First, we have this sketch made by HVD in Range. I love sketch art so much. The unrefined look of sketches just tickles something in my brain. And I know exactly the kind of pen you're using. It's really fun to use, and drawings that come out are just so cleanly unrefined. I'm just loving that. Next, we have work by Solar Sea. It is a Churchill crocodile as a crocodile, which as far as I can tell is a kind of tank in real life. How I mentioned previously on the show, I have extreme respect for people who can draw, who aren't afraid of who draw mechs and overall just unorganic things, what's in 3D modeling we would call hard surface things. It's just so unimaginably scary for me. Over here we have some old pixel art by Grimm, a leader of one of our today's sponsors, and I this pixel art is so good. You're setting depth so well here, especially on the barrels and the bottom one with the barrel of the bottom one. Not so much on the top one's shoulder thingy. It's sort of flat, and the pump action is also very square. But the rest of it is just so deep. You can so tangibly see the depth of it. I love it so much. And the mix of more organic shapes on the back and more rectangular shapes on the front is just so good. And we have our reoccurring character by Liquid Monkey 2, who with this drawing has been testing out some new rendering style. And besides the arms having some weird perspective issues, it's really nice. I love how the legs came out. The rendering is just so sweet on them. This rendering style, honestly, I prefer it to your usual one. It's just so crisp, so nice, much more. The other work I've seen that you made, the one with the swinging on the rope, it's more sort of dreamy. It's very fuzzy and not liquid exactly. More very fuzzy. It's very fuzzy. Except the shovel. Shovel is really nice, crisp, but the rest of the character is very fuzzy. Where this piece is much more crisp, much more solid in a way. Next, we have a piece by one of our in-house artists, Mega Elixir, with a rendition of Black Baron, which is a character, I don't know exactly what character, I think is a leader or something, of Black Dragon faction. I really like how the metal came out. It's very metallic, you're selling the metal really well on this one. Although the insignia, the tree, doesn't have any shading on it, or noticeable shading, which makes it look sort of imposed. It doesn't look like it's sitting on the helmet. It looks like it's sitting in front of the helmet, because it isn't. It neither has shading of the helmet, nor does it have a shadow on the helmet, making it look kind of odd in my opinion. But the rest is really nice. The shading is spot on. And lastly, but not leastly, we have a piece by Crow, and it is a Christmas piece. How on theme. how I said previously, I love sketches, and this like very sketchy, very messy art style of Chicken Scratch is just something I really enjoy. Wee-woo, wee-woo. We have a forgetful alert because she's silly and she forgot. Thumbnail art for this episode, made again by Saga. I don't know how I forgot when I was recording to include that in the script. So now I'm editing. I'm putting this back in. If you hear like, let me give you a little bit of a look behind the scenes. If you hear like a ever so often in this video, it's because I'm actually holding the microphone in my hand because I'm too lazy to actually set it up properly. So I'm just holding it in my hand and stuff is just banging on the microphone stand. because I'm editing and I don't want to mess up my space. But back to the art. The like chalk kind of texture is really nice on the character, and turning their helmet into a Santa hat, but it's yellow, is very clever in my opinion. I don't know if the glow is supposed to blend in with the background. I know exactly, if you're making it Krita, I know exactly what kind of brush you're using to make the dithering. And it's the same brush as you're using for the background, which makes it like, blend in. I don't know if it's intended or not. Probably if I was making it, I would leave the dithering for the background and then glow it with just opacity. Just like solid color with opacity. I don't know which one would be better actually. I really enjoyed the fact that you added the strip at the bottom. It was a really good change. If you weren't there, it's basically in the first rendition it didn't have the strip with the lasagnas. It just had the text. But adding the strip really helps it out. So I'm curious how you're making your drawings. Like, is this just a charcoal brush? Because I know you're starting your sketches on paper, but do you like sort of copy it, or do you just like trace over it? I can't tell. And I'm loving that I can't tell. And I'm loving the fact that I cannot tell if you're what way you're making your art. It's really fun. Oh wait, I just noticed the glow is actually opacity and dithering. That's interesting. Yeah, I say that. I really don't have any notes about this. It's really good. I really like it. Very on theme, very nice overall. So back to the video, which we don't have much left of. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you now. My headphones. Okay. See ya back in the video. Oh hey, and before I sign off for this year, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank all of you who've been watching the show, who've been watching me before the show, and for everyone who's gonna watch after the show. Because, damn, like, this show, supporting Diesel Nights in this show is the second best thing to ever happen in my life. I've met so many fun people, wonderful people on the Discord server. It's just, this show is just doing so much for me in the matters of it boosting my ability to write scripts, video scripts, to just boosting my confidence and everything. It's the two best things to ever happen in my life have been random things. Have happened because of a random happening and an impulsive thought. If I had one advice for the end of this year, be quirky, do random stuff, act on impulse, and who knows, maybe you're gonna end up in a better place than you were, or in a place you would rather be, because so far for me, that's what's been happening. Yeah. thank you for being here, for supporting me throughout those 2 months. It's been crazy. And happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, honey, whatever you celebrate. Happy Yuletide. I don't know. I don't really do Christmas anymore. Or just happy work. If you're like me, if you're just an Ebenezer Scrooge fangirl, or fanboy, or fan creature, whatever. Just have a good time. Do whatever you want. It's freaking. Thank you, and have a good time. I've been Jam. This was WDN, and we'll see you next year.